The humiliation on Fox News is building over their easily debunked Biden dementia video clips. We talked on Monday and Tuesday about the difficult reality that these Biden dementia viral clips are going viral way faster than they can be debunked. And there's a really interesting segment from yesterday on Fox News where Fox News host and former judge Jeanine Pirro says you really can't see Biden talking to anybody in the now viral and widely debunked skydiver video. This is the video that the New York Post and others deceptively cropped super narrowly like a toothpick. It's a widescreen video in which you can easily see Biden is talking to people. They cropped it so narrow that you can't see anything and published the story that Biden's talking to no one and wandering away into a field, when in reality, Biden turned and was talking to the people that just skydove and landed there. So during this segment, Jeanine Pirro tries to say, there's no one there. I don't see that he's talking to anybody. And then Harold Ford explains, look, there are people there. So we're going to see Fox host Jeanine Pirro talking about this. Then the clip will go to CNN discussing the exact same video and the fact that Joe Biden is obviously just talking to people.
There he is. Where's he going?
Look at, if you look at, anyway, look at the right part of the thing. There are three guys standing to the right when they fan the thing out there.
Right, so really?
He's the only one wandering. Look at that guy right there. Look at the guy.
Okay.
I'm not gonna.
It was a pretty misleading video because what you're seeing here on the left is the New York Post edit, that version. That's all people could see. It zoomed in. It was claiming that Biden appears to be wandering off. But when you actually zoom out, like you do here on the right, you can see the full picture from the unedited source pool cameras, where very clearly he was talking to skydivers who were just out of frame as he was standing next to all the world leaders. You can see them there at the bottom. And I mean, so that one was very obviously misleading.
Yeah, and that one was deceptively edited, right, to show Biden and make it appear, again, as if he's just wandering
staring off into the distance.
has no idea what he's doing. But that is literally what you hear in right-wing media.
They are doing everything they can to misinform and to take attention away from the fact that while there are no Biden whistleblowers about what's going on with Biden cognitively, remember that this is a key thing. There are no Biden whistleblowers who are spending time with him, who are willing to actually go on record and say he doesn't know what's going on. Not a single one. The real story is that CEOs meet with Trump and they say he seemed confused, wasn't making any sense, he was incoherent, he couldn't stick to a single topic. You have voters, would-be voters, they're allowed to vote, whether they will vote, we don't know, at Trump's rallies, who you can see the stunned looks on their faces reduced to silence and confusion as Donald Trump rants and raves and glitches and talks about sharks and electrocution and electric vehicles and the entire thing. You have reporters who have spent significant time with Trump, like Ramin Sotoudeh, who say Trump thought that he was doing foreign policy when he was at Trump Tower after he was no longer president. Trump forgot that we had sat down for an hour. He looked at me vacantly. Trump insisted that a dead woman, Joan Rivers, voted for him in 2016, despite the fact that she died 2 years prior. That's the story where we have specific people willing to say, I was there for this incident. And that's why they are trying to misinform. Now, there's another story here as well. I know that we all generically understand. You put something on the front page of the paper, it's wrong. You correct it in the Friday edition on page B7, and almost no one sees the correction. We're seeing that with these stories. And we're seeing it in that the original story goes instantly viral. It's debunked within an hour with the full video, but the debunking just doesn't get the attention. It's now almost a week later. And Judge Jeanine Pirro is insisting, despite the fact that we have the video, I don't think he's talking to anyone. Well, we see him talking to people. We see the skydivers in the video. It's obvious what's going on. It's particularly hard for the fact checks and the debunkings to be the definitive final point when even after the debunking has taken place, they keep publishing the fake story. It would be like if the New York Times published on Monday on the front page a false story, corrected it Friday, and then spends the entire following week putting the original bogus story back on the front page. But hey, I don't know, last Friday, I guess it was debunked, but we're still sticking with the story. So this is a real uphill battle. And I don't really know what's going to happen on the 27th during this debate. I'm very curious to see it, but I don't know, regardless of what happens, I don't know that the story in the week that follows will accurately represent what took place at the debate. So my recommendation is actually watch the debate and decide for yourself what it is that takes place. And I say this with the possibility, I mean, listen, if they're right and Trump's going to come out coherent and making a lot of sense, and Biden's going to come out incoherent, by telling you to watch it and decide for yourself, there's a risk. There's a risk you will watch it and decide for yourself that Biden seems incoherent and Trump made sense. I struggle to believe that's what's going to happen. But either way, what we want to do is watch it for ourselves. We're going to have the primary source a week from today. I plan to watch it and judge for myself. The weather is starting to warm up, which I love. But the downside of the warmer weather, as many of the guys know, is the sweating and the sticking that comes with traditional underwear. It's not pleasant. But our sponsor Sheath designs ergonomic underwear. They've solved the problem. Instead of letting everything mash together and chafe, Sheath underwear has separate compartments in the front, keeping everything separate. You stay dry and comfortable all day. Once you finally feel the air being able to flow in between everything and the unique comfort that it provides, you'll know why everybody loves Sheath. So many people were skeptical about Sheath at the beginning, myself included, only to find it is something you never knew you needed. They have a ton of different colors and styles, something for everyone. For the ladies in the audience, or if you're shopping for a wife or girlfriend, check out the line of women's underwear, which also provides superior comfort. Once and for all, put an end to the sticking and the readjusting. Experience underwear comfort like you've never felt before. Give Sheath a try. Go to sheathunderwear.com/Pacman and get 20% off with the code Pacman. The link is down below.